Have you ever been on a project team where there are certain folks who absolutely do nothing but are going to get the same grades as you, or if you're working, are going to get a bonus with you and praise from the manager? It's a phenomenon called free rider effect, and many of us have experienced that. But what if I told you you just might be wrong? What if that free rider is not a free rider at all and is just a matter of perspective? There's a phenomenon called overclaiming. It's a situation where we see our work in high resolution but see another person's work in low resolution. This research was done by some researchers at the University of Chicago, where they asked people to write their percentage contribution to a piece of work and summed it together, and the total was over 100%. Clearly, a work can only be 100% done. And the larger the teams, the more the chances of numbers being more than 100%. In fact, there was once it was as high as 140%. Now, that phenomenon called overclaiming, I don't like the term very much. It suggests that people are lying. What is a more likely situation is that folks just can't see the other person's work. But that in itself would not be a problem, but for the fact that it has real downstream consequences on the rest of the organization. If you think you're contributing more than another person, there's likely to be high tension in the team, low trust in the team. There's demotivation when you realize that they're going to get the same bonus and benefits as you. And most folks will work really hard to never work with those people again who they think were free riders. And this is a place for managers to come and perform. This is not a place for motivation and inspiration. This is a place for operational clarity. One of the things that the research suggests people do is have other team members talk about other team members' contribution. That sounds good on paper, but I have another video that explains why it will not work very well. What I think is a better way of handling this situation is to do these three things. One, as a leader, ensure there is absolute clarity about who owns a piece of work. Two, define what done looks like. And three, make sure everyone knows those two things. When you have that down, you would have a situation where people can contribute more freely because they understand everyone's piece of work and they're no longer feeling like someone is going to get credit for work that they've done. It also helps you as a leader ensure that you're able to properly measure everyone's contribution and incentivize them accordingly. It would make for a happy, healthy, productive team with little tension and with people more willing to work with each other.